Hi there guys, I'm going to take you on some gigs this weekend. I jammed with a band last night with a drummer that was playing this kit. I shall put a picture on the screen right now. It is the most ludicrous thing I've ever jammed with. It was a lot of fun, we were just falling about laughing. There's even an arm that goes over the top that is specifically for a triangle. It's the most gloriously rock and roll thing ever. I've encouraged them to use it on the gig that we're doing on Saturday. It's a bit of a jam band. We're playing a lot of Hendrix, some bluesy stuff. I guess we're you can make your own mind up whether we are metaling the blues or bluesing the metal. The two guys are very much coming from an old school metal perspective. I guess I'm providing the blues on. I think I'll play my headless bass, well, my mum's headless bass actually. Because that'll just be such a ridiculous juxtaposition against that enormous kit. So we're going to do that on Saturday afternoon. Then Saturday night I'm doing a backing track gig in a little hotel on the seafront. So I'm going to try and capture some of that. Probably not the most riveting viewing, but I want to show you the gamut of everything that I'm playing. And on Sunday I'm doing some original material with a mate of mine called Pete Lane, who writes great stuff. And we're playing a quite hip little venue in Bristol. Which is about 40 minutes up the road from me, and that should be a lot of fun. That'll be a little bit more cerebral. I'll be aiming for notes on that gig, and hopefully there's a place for me to put the camera at these different events, so that you can see the kind of gigs I'm playing. Okay, this first gig is with the chaps of Blues Destruction. And is the weakest in terms of audio because there was so much wind noise on the Tascam I actually had to recover it from the camera's internal mic. But it's good enough to illustrate what we were doing. I'm also going to put the gigs together in lots of random orders because it's just funny. The difference in the gigs is hilarious when you put them side by side. Broken heart. Well, I meant this is part of a scheme.
decisions. 'Cause I ain't quite as dumb as you seem. Credit, and there's nothing you can do. It's all just bits of paper flying away from you. Look out, world, take a good look what's going on here.
Hope you guys dug those clips. That's just what happened on that particular weekend. There's other things that I haven't included here, like playing bass for a pub rock band, playing mainly classic rock material, and doing a duo with my girlfriend to backing tracks, doing sort of middle-of-the-road soft rock and slightly more pop-orientated stuff. I like the fact that there's quite a bit of scope for improvisation in the kind of gigs that I have. This is by design. Normally, if a song demands that you play it in the same way every single time, I will eschew the set solo for having a little bit more latitude. It's the reason I picked up the guitar in the first place, and so I want the option to play it. And it's also the reason I do tracks gigs as opposed to acoustic gigs. It's just, again, because I get to play electric lead guitar. That's the reason I'm doing this in the first place. I think that you should have at least some gigs where you get to do the thing that inspired you to pick up the instrument in the first place. It's possible after a time to become very, very mercenary with the kind of gigs that you play, and be focused entirely on the money. For me, the material is important. How difficult the gig is also important. But I think I've sort of struck a nice balance at the moment between some pop-orientated stuff that the audience will know, and giving me something to play as a player and to develop my playing. Anyway, hope you guys dug this little look at the kind of gigs that I'm doing. Thanks for stopping by as always. See you next time. Later. Side note, it's also good to have gigs like that first one where you just make noise.